Hey, you. Yaqui Delgado wants to kick your ass. Well, first off, who is Yaqui Delgado? This is a book talk for the 2013 award-winning book Yaqui Delgado Wants to Kick Your Ass by Meg Medina. This is a book focusing on a high school student named Pitty Sanchez. Recently, Pitty moved to a new neighborhood and consequently a new high school. Even though she's only been there a few weeks, she's already unknowingly made an enemy of Yaqui Delgado. Yaqui is notorious for fighting, and now she wants to fight Pitty. She thinks Pitty is stuck up, she thinks Pitty is trying to steal her boyfriend, and she also thinks Pitty is not Latina enough. At first, Pitty is subjected to low-level bullying, name-calling, shoving, throwing some milk at her in the lunchroom, even stealing the necklace off of Pitty's neck as she walks down the hallway at school. However, it quickly escalates into a full-scale physical altercation right in front of Pitty's home. And as if getting beat up wasn't bad enough, Yaqui decides to videotape it on her phone and post it to the internet. This bullying impacts all areas of Pitty's life. She can't concentrate in school. She doesn't even want to go to school, so her grades suffer. She's trying desperately to keep all of this a secret from her mother. She seeks solace in a friendship with a boy from her old neighborhood, which sort of blossoms into a little bit of a romance, making things even more complicated. Eventually, Pitty's secret becomes known both to her mother and to the school, and Pitty needs to decide, is she going to face her problems head on or run away from them? The strength of this story is that everyone can relate to it. We have all at some point been teenagers. We all know how much teenage life sucks sometimes. We all know someone who has either been bullied or been a bully. Some of us have even been bullied ourselves. We all understand the stress and difficulty these types of situations can cause. So at its heart, this book, it could be any of our stories. But the thing is, Pitty's story has some unique factors. She's being raised by a single mother with an absentee father. She's Latina, so that means she's subjected to prejudices by white people. And she's also subjected to prejudices by other Latinx people, because each of those groups has their own idea about what it means to be a Latina. A lot of people think she's either not Latina enough, or not the right kind of Latina, or too Latina. She can't win either way. It's worth noting there is some adult language in this book and a few violent scenes. However, there's so much more to this book than just that. Because the book contains adult language and violent scenes, it really hammers home the impact of bullying. That content has a purpose. It's not gratuitous, it's not there for no reason. Bullying and cruelty cannot be covered up by flowery language and edited scenes. If we're ever going to change these situations, we have to first represent them accurately, and that's exactly what Meg Medina has done in this book. The book is a very compelling story, due in part to the prominence of high school bullying and how it's really been taken up in conversation at the national level. This is a story of and for today. The writing itself is engaging, and Pitty is a character readers not only relate to, they root for. If you like realistic stories about what teens struggle with in high school, particularly teens who are members of a marginalized group, I encourage you to check this book out. If you like this book and you want to read more like it, I would also encourage you to check out How to Keep Rolling After a Fall by Carol Cazzo and Tease by Amanda Massell. And don't forget, Yaqui Delgado wants to kick your ass.